Hello, Internet. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm gonna eat the green part of a watermelon.
Calling or nothing. It's about crime.
It's time to come clean about the stuff that we've stolen.
I'm Andy from Decatur, Alabama. Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
What?
Good mythical morning.
This episode is brought to you by Rode microphones, including the amazing compact shotgun microphone that you can add to the top of your DSLR camera. I can't say DSLR, but you know what I mean.
Disler.
And you put this on top of it, and it'll make it sound awesomer. Thanks for joining us today. Wait, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Stealing stuff?
I was about to get into it.
Get into it,
On
buddy.
Friday of last week, we discussed the fact that Legos, not Legos, but Legos are the best toy ever as determined by the mythical beasts who watch Good Mythical Morning.
That's them.
Well, it turns out that Thomas Legenbach really likes Legos.
Well, he's got Legos in his name.
Well,
Legobach?
Legenbach. This is interesting. This is a guy who is a very successful, I think he's a CEO.
Oh, yeah, let's go with that.
Well, he has an incredible job at like a technology company. He lives in a $2 million home in California.
Okay.
He's a married man. He's got children.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the kind of guy that you would expect to be stealing things. But they recently discovered that this guy has been going into stores like Target, and he goes in and he takes his own barcodes, and I don't know if he takes off the other barcode and puts his on, but I think he maybe puts it over it. He puts his own barcode, own price tag on all the Legos.
Okay.
And then he takes a couple of them.
And they scan it at the checkout?
And they scan it, and he gets an incredible discount. Then he takes it home, and he sells them on eBay.
I didn't know that was possible.
This guy made $30,000 in eBay Lego sales last year.
And then he was caught.
And they say that he has hundreds upon hundreds of sets in his basement. Now, first of all...
So his kids go down to the basement. Dad, why can't I open any of these sets?
Because I stole them and I'm selling them on eBay. Well, I'm just wondering, what is the guy...
The Lego mogul.
what did the guy's wife? Well, actually, he was famous on eBay. Tom's Brickyard was the name of his eBay handle.
He didn't call it stole from Target.
Yeah, he didn't call it stolen Legos because that would have really shut it down quickly. But it actually turns out that they had suspected that this had been happening, and they ended up catching the guy on surveillance doing this, and it had been done multiple times in multiple places. So the guy's, I think he was arrested but released on bail because, I mean, he's just stealing Legos. I mean, let the guy out on bail, right? You know, don't execute him for this.
But the despicable thing is that he seems to be really well off.
Well, that is the mystery, because obviously he's not doing it for the financial.
He's doing it for the thrill.
He's doing it because he's addicted to the thrill. Now, I wonder, first of all, what did his wife think? Did she just like, he buys a lot of Legos and sells them on that eBay thing, and I don't really know how that works. So
Let's call her.
I can't do that.
I know I have her number.
I think that would be like interfering with the investigation. There he is on surveillance right there. Look at him checking out at Target.
He's got that smile on his face, boy. He's like, you don't know what I'm doing. That's my barcode you're scanning, and it's working.
Okay, so this interesting story got us to thinking about what we have stolen. And since we're in the habit of confessing things to you that we shouldn't confess and talking about things that we shouldn't talk about because we have to make an episode every single day, and we just start reaching pretty deep.
Into dangerous places. We're going to confess things that we've stolen, but let's at least invite them in the comments to confess things they've stolen. You can change your name if you want, but yeah, just go for that. You're safe here.
Yeah, just leave it in a comment. You stole something.
So now, I remember, I must have been like a fourth grader. I went with my granddad, Papa Clyde, to some like garden supply store, and I remember they had seeds.
Oh yeah.
As you were leaving, they would have seeds. They would have seeds that you could put in a little packet, and dandelion. I don't think you buy dandelions.
I need weed seeds. Where's the weed seed section? I want to steal some.
I meant to say sunflower. I always get those two confused because I don't have a green thumb. I at least do have thumbs. Yeah, so let's look on the bright side. So I took a handful of those seeds and I just put them in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
And then we were driving home, and I was in the back seat, and I remember saying, Papa, I took some seeds. Didn't say anything, pulled the car over, hopped a Yui, went back, didn't say anything. The first thing he said was when he parked back at the garden supply store, he said, get out and give the seeds back.
Well, side note,
and I'll never forget that.
Important side note, he was the chief of police.
No, Clyde was my other papa.
Oh, but he was a cop, though.
He was a sheriff's deputy.
Yeah, a sheriff's deputy. I mean, his grandkid can't be going around lifting seeds from the
He wasn't in a sheriff. He wasn't in a sheriff car at the time, because it would seem like, oh, this is a new form of sheriff justice.
I arrested my grandson. He's in the back.
But I never forgot that. Seeds. And I never stole anything else after that.
Dandelion seeds. The hottest item in Lillington. Or Andrew at the
sunflower seeds. Yeah, I never stole anything else after that. At least anything that I'm going to tell you guys about. What have you stolen?
I stole a car.
No, you did. Like a matchbox.
The one that I'm driving right now is a stolen vehicle.
No, you lifted it.
Actually, as a child, I was a really good kid. I did not ever. I was so scared of getting caught for things
and spanked.
It didn't matter that I wanted to steal at times, but I never did. I never brought myself to it. But as an adult, I have technically stolen a few things. I'm going to just quickly talk about those things. And I think many of you have probably done this too.
I sense a rationalization coming on here.
Yeah. The difference...
Gotta go back to school.